Hi, I'm going to take you a little bit through Google Earth. So first to get there, we'll do earth.google.com. And once it loads, you will be able to see the Earth. So you can zoom in and out, you can drag around. Let's see. Go to the US here. I can go down here to my map style. I can make this clean, so no labels or anything. It was on exploration, so it had borders and labels and roads. We can show everything, or it can be custom. So first I'm going to search for a place. I'm going to search, let's do New York. And we'll take a look at some of the filters and what the different filters do. So it gives you some information off to the side about New York. I'm going to close that out for now. And then we can take a look at the different layers. So right now it's on exploration. We can show everything, which would include our roads. And then we can also do some custom editing there. So I'm just going to have it on exploration. You can also turn on animated clouds or grid lines for latitude and longitude. So if I turn on the latitude and longitude, that's there. The animated clouds only appear if you're doing some sort of, swipe through. So you have to be zoomed out. And if I zoom out a little bit more, you can see them a little bit better. You have the clouds there. The other tool, so we have the search and we have our layers here. The other tool we have is Voyager. So we'll take a look at that. There are some things already at the top to explore, and then there are different categories below. So we can look at nature, games, different layers on Google, street views, culture, travel, and education. So since I'm a math teacher, I'll take a look at any of these math ones. So let's take a look at triangular structures. So I'll explore these. So the first place we're heading to is Bank of China Tower. And if you click learn more about importance of triangles, it will lead you to this video on geometry applications of triangles. And then I can just click through to advance to other locations. Eiffel Tower. So you can see this is this has a three-dimensional view on these buildings. That's another setting that you can change under your map style. So turn on 3D buildings. We have that turned on already. And you can advance through all of those. Another thing you can do is click I'm feeling lucky, and it will take you to wherever you want to go. So this might be useful for, say, a history teacher or anyone who is maybe writing some sort of paper or researching any particular location. You can have students click that I'm feeling lucky, and that's where they might pick, or how they might pick their location that they're researching. And then the next thing I have here is our projects. So you can see the one that I already created. This one is a lesson that I did, I created for this class. So I started off at Westford Academy, which is our school. And then the next location goes to Magic Kingdom and Disney. And then the third location is Wrigley Field. And so I showed that there's a triangle connecting those three locations, and this is what I asked of my students. So I turned this into a course and bearing project. So they're traveling with their friends during summer vacation. They're leaving Westford Academy, traveling at a bearing of 210.1475 degrees for 1,818.14 kilometers to Magic Kingdom. After some time at Magic Kingdom, you want to travel to Wrigley Field for a baseball game. You travel at a bearing of 339.8558 degrees for 1,598.88 kilometers. What is the bearing and distance you will need to travel to return to Westford Academy? So this is something that they would need to use law of sines and cosines for, and figure out the bearing and the distance. And then I asked them to create their own. So it's easy to create a project. This really could be done for any type of course. Obviously, I am a math teacher, so my options here really focused on geometry. So I can create a project. We'll call this a practice project. And you can add a description. And these are your options down here. So you can search to add a place mark, draw a line or shape, and then you can also add a full screen slide here. So this is where I started searching, so I can search, let's see, San Diego. I'm going to add that to my project. I can add a place mark there. And then another place, let's see, let's go to Chicago. And I'll add that to my project. That will automatically add a place mark there. So let me zoom out so I can see both. You can see if I'm hovering over Chicago in the bottom right corner, it's giving me the latitude and longitude. Same thing here. I can also use this measure tool to find the distance between these two. So let's see, let me zoom out so I can see both. So from San Diego to Chicago, and it will give me a distance here. You can also add in a permanent line between these two. And then I can also add in some sort of slide. I can make it whatever color I want. You can adjust the settings a little bit, and then you can click to preview the presentation. So I'll start from the beginning. We have San Diego, and then I just click through. There's Chicago, and there's my slide. So Google Earth can be used for, especially for geography, history, anyone who wants to research any type of latitude, longitude type projects, anything about the history of certain landmarks, but especially for a math class, it's helpful to take a look at, geometric structures, things like I did with my project, which is course and bearing, so traveling and surveying.